I moved to LA in 2009 and I've been through at least 5 dentists. One of those dentists wanted to extort money out of me for work I didn't need. Another one of those dentists just laughed at me when I wanted a goodie bag. A goodie bag, for Christ's sake. Vision Dental, you're not going to have any of those problems. The dentists and orthodontists there are principally and morally centered. Their state-of-the-art facility is pretty amazing, actually, and they not just give you a goodie bag, they give you the goodie bag filled with Glide floss and Sensodyne toothpaste. That stuff ain't cheap. Vision Dental is located in West Los Angeles. Go to visiondental.com, and for also more information, just give them a call at 310-470-6121. Visiondental.com, 310-470-6121. Call them about insurance information and mention this ad, and they'll definitely work with you. Might even give you an extra goodie bag.
Faden? Cut to
exterior, interior,
Restaurant?
bar, club,
day.
Night.
Action!
Today's guest is a little different than the last three. Huyen Tran is our first female guest on Restaurant Fiction. She comes from one of the longest running scripted TV shows in the history of TV, and that is the daytime soap opera Young and Restless. Even if you've never watched Young and Restless, I'm sure if you do a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon between you and your friends and your family, somebody definitely has watched the show. Huyen is not a writer, like the past guests we've had on, but an enhancement to all of the writers and showrunners out there. She's a 2-time Emmy Award-winning hairstylist. So why is Huyen on the podcast? Well, besides being my great friend and an awesome badass, she knows a thing or two about the Genoa City Athletic Club, the main location in the Young and Restless. Also, as a fan or someone who works in the business or wants to be a part of this business, the hair is just as instrumental as any other piece of the production. Usually a writer rarely thinks about the hair of his or her characters, but because TV is a visual medium, a writer is always looking for a way to show a character's personality to the audience without telling. And hair is the best way to do that. In this episode, Huyen talks about her experience working on the Genoa City Athletic Club set and a fun story with the star of The Young and Restless, Eric Braeden, who plays none other than Victor Newman. That's one of my favorite characters. She was kind enough to give me a free hair consultation and talk about not one, but both of her Emmy wins. And last but not least, though this episode was recorded in September 2017, we left Huyen's big announcement for the tail end, and we really appreciate her sharing that with everyone. Huyen is an incredible guest, and now you can see why, along with the review of the Genoa City Athletic Club. Guys, today we are with Huyen Tran. Now, I invited Huyen Tran because she likes to party. She likes to go all the way to Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin, to party. In a city, it's not Green Bay, it's not Milwaukee. It's a city called Genoa. Am I pronouncing that right? Genoa? Genoa City. Now, when she has to refuel, she told me about this athletic club. It was called the Genoa City Athletic Club. So when she told me about it, I was like, that's a cool athletic club. You know, I like these bougie athletic clubs all around the world. I want to fly to this city, in the cheesehead state where I will have never expected a bougie athletic club to be. Anyway, I went, and so did the staff at Restaurant Fiction. And let me tell you guys, what you think of the Midwest in terms of the stereotype body type of people, you are way, way wrong. I'm talking about these are good looking people at the Genoa City Athletic Club. Now, an athletic club, it's membership only. There is a little history here with the Athletic Club of Genoa City, or the Genoa City Athletic Club. It's $200 a member. Now, you get a lot for that. Oh, and by the way, they invite all colors, creeds, religions, ages, genders. Used to not be that way. It used to just be the waspy old men above 50, but they all died off literally. So now it's everyone. With the $200, you get all of your classes. You get your squash, because we love to play squash. You get your tennis. You get your yoga, Pilates, yoga lattes. My personal favorite, our personal favorite is Tai Chi. Instead of a smoothie bar or a juice bar, which you would expect, they have 5 restaurants. They have 5 restaurants. 2 of them are actually bars. One sponsored by Balvenie Scotch. It's Speakeasy. You need your membership card to slide your card through a copy of Charles Darwin's Origin of Species. The book opens up. A case opens up. You go up 2 flights of stairs into this lounge area overlooking whatever skyline you call Genoa City. And there's a bartender actually making the ice. I mean, he's cracking the ice. Drinks are going to take a while, so be prepared. There's also a regular pub for a nice pint, because, of course, after a nice workout, you're burning all the calories, swimming, what have you. You want to just refuel with a nice pint or a craft cocktail. They have a bistro to eat. They also have a burger joint with black Japanese Wagyu beef. That was very interesting. One of the only places in the U.S. to do so. And then finally, they have a farm-to-table tasting menu type setting in their wine cellar. Yes, this is an athletic club. This is a place to hang. We're not really, though. They have a nice little boutique hotel if you want to stay, with superior and deluxe rooms and a spa. We're not really going in depth, though, because in a way these are how a lot of these athletic clubs are. These are how they're styled. These are how the design is. But what really impressed me were 2 things. Actually, a little history is that this whole city, this Genoa City, is owned by these cosmetic moguls. So that maybe is hence why everyone has to look good, because it's all about the cosmetic industry. But also, you can do morally ambiguous things. And it's not in the perverted sense. So please get that out of your mind. This is more in the, hey, let's commit a murder sense. There are enough distractions, there's enough drama going around that you can do these morally ambiguous, probably unethical things, and no one will frown. And even if so, a couple weeks later, everyone will forget about it. Please don't get any ideas. Win, what'd you think? What'd you think of that review? What'd you think of the Genoa City Athletic Club? Good, bad, ugly, awesome? Anything you would add?
I thought your review was great and actually very thorough. Even more thorough than I had even thought of it myself. I've never thought of the Genoa City Athletic Club in that much depth.
There wasn't a lot of research on it either. So
Right. So a part of me was wondering, okay, were there things that I missed, or is this all a compilation of what everyone sees, like all the viewers see? Because I don't know, what I see is from behind the scenes.
what do you think? Just thinking back on the GCAC, Genoa City Athletic Club, how many scenes do you think, are in an episode? Like, was it frequent? Were you styling a scene for the athletic club frequently?
The GCAC set is a standing set, and we use it all the time.
So what does that mean? A
So
standing set.
a standing set means that it is always there. We don't break it down. It's a set that we use frequently. It stays. It doesn't go anywhere unless there is some sort of catastrophe or disaster that happens that wipes the set out. It's there.
And that could very well happen in a soap opera.
Yes.
Just saying there could be gun shootings, there could be earthquakes,
A
fires.
fire. That's usually what happens when they want to build a new set. They burn the place down.
But the showrunners do not, they want to keep GCAC.
Yes,
Or at least-
GCAC. It's gotten a remodel recently within the last couple of years, which is nice.
Every gym
know?
does, every athletic club,
Yeah.
they got to keep up.
They have to keep up.
Yes, yeah. They also got a new owner, so. Yeah.
So back to your question about how many scenes I've styled for GCAC. Say typically I work 3 days a week, and let's say we tape 40 weeks out of the year, okay, and that's and I've been there for 5 years now. So we do the math, which I did the math ahead of time. I've styled hair for at least 600 scenes, at the very minimum 600 scenes for the GCAC. We tape off of 2 stages. It was very interesting the way Y&R works, because the show's been on for, are we about to enter a 45th year?
I believe so, yeah, it's up there.
Pretty big deal.
It's older than you and I.
It is. That's why I said I haven't been around long enough. Like, all I know, because I've worked there the last 5. So this is what I know of the show. We tape on 2 stages, and they're right next door to each other. So we'll cross over from stage to stage. Typically, we will tape the first part of the day on one stage and cross to the second stage. And each stage holds about 8 sets, up to 8 sets.
What's your favorite set?
My favorite set right now, for looks, I really like Bash and Sassy.
What's it?
Lab.
That's the lab?
Yeah, it's the lab
Okay.
for Jabot.
Okay.
I really like that.
And that's like the cosmetic company, right?
Yeah, the cosmetic company. For hair, it can be tricky sometimes, again, because of lighting.
Yeah, how can you make lab hair sexy? Which also brings me to the question, how can you make I'm dying in the hospital, but then I'm about to come back to life hair sexy?
It's just a matter of how you tousle before we go to tape.
The tassel.
The tassel.
All right. For all of, okay, beauty tip. I mean, I don't have this problem. I'll never have it. But if you tell me, like, for all of the female listeners out there, tell us how you can control the tassel and get the tassel just right.
So you want to use typically both of your hands and your fingers. And your fingers, you don't want to get into the hair so much. You want to use them more as little paddles to move the hair. Like spirit fingers almost.
Spirit fingers.
Like spirit fingers, but you also use the action of your wrist. Spirit fingers.
It's all in the wrist.
It's all in the wrist.
It's all
really
in the
is.
wrist.
Yes.
And the spirit fingers.
And spirit fingers. Because if you toss the hair and you just use your fingers, there's not as much finesse. But it's really in your wrist. You see what I'm doing?
Wait, and you're just, all right, so obviously our listeners can't see us, but Wynn is going at the tips of her hair, right? Your hair is a little past shoulder length right now. So you're right. Am I right? You're not going up here at the roots at all.
No.
That's not where the tassel is.
No,
Okay.
Typically, it's from right here at your nape, so just above your neck,
Okay.
and then you shake it out.
Shake it. Shake it.
So it's not so much raking your fingers all the way through the hair, just using it as little paddles, and you're flicking your wrists.
Whoa. What's the difference of, say, hair or the hairstyling for a scene in the GCAC versus any other scene? A scene set in the Newman house, a scene set in a coffee shop, a scene set in a bedroom, a scene set, at the pool.
I would say that for the let's break down the GCAC.
Mm-hmm.
We have the GCAC dining room, the GCAC hotel room, or the GCAC gym. So typically in the gym, everyone's in workout apparel, so their hair is a little more messy or up. The term messy is relative. It's soap opera messy, which means it's still in place and still nice. It's just slightly tousled.
Slightly tousled.
Very slightly tousled.
Very subtle. Very subtle. Man, I wish my hair could be like that all the time.
It's not a comedy, so we're not going to have something about Mary hair. That's not going to fly.
And what are we doing with my hair? So how can I get young and restless? How can I get young and restless hair? Now, I have, all right, so no one can see me, but obviously if you go on my social and the website, my photos are there. But, I mean, you know, my hair is thinning on the top here. I used to have a shaved head. I've had curly hair. So what are we doing? Can you do something with this?
Well,
Can I have...
we were to get you ready for TV.
Uh-huh.
You know, then first we'd use something called Topic.
Okay.
And they're just little fiber fillers to fill in any little spots that the light may hit that might look more hollow.
They're called fiber fillers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. But for real daily life, I'd probably take you up a little shorter on the sides to balance out the top. Just around your ears. You know, you don't have to be high and tight. Just a little shorter on your ears.
Do I need to get lined up?
Monis, I've seen you lined up, and you definitely do not need to get lined up, bro. Not that you don't look good.
And what about, wait.
It just wasn't your style.
And what about a shaved head? I mean, I still have hair, though. Like, sometimes the confidence is like, oh, it's thinning.
No, I think you would sunburn easily if you had a shaved head. A lot of men don't realize they need to wear a sunblock outside if they have a shaved head.
For those, once again, who have not watched, Victor Newman, there are many main characters, but, I mean, Victor Newman is like the quintessential character. Am I right on that in The Young and Restless?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is, if there was going to be one character, it would be him. Does he have say-so in terms of hair and lines? Like, he can walk in, yeah, my hair is fine. I don't know how he talks. That's my Victor Newman impression. My hair is fine. I'm going to go on set. I'm going to say these lines. It's done. Let's move on.
I love Eric Braeden.
Okay.
I love him.
Awesome. Oh, okay. Eric Braeden. Excellent. That's his name. Okay.
That is his name.
All right.
Eric is Victor. Victor is Eric. He has created that character.
Okay, so that is all his.
That is all
his.
him.
Okay.
And he is amazing at it. And he is particular about his hair because he likes it a certain way. He gets his hair cut regularly, and he comes in for his style. And it's usually just to smooth out some of his waves so they don't kick up in the scene. But on set, he has a makeup artist who fixes his hair and does his touch-ups. And that's it. But the makeup artist doesn't actually fix his hair. He hands Eric a comb, holds a mirror in front of him. Eric combs down his hair, looks in the mirror, checks himself, and it's a go. And he's developed this relationship with this makeup artist, Robert Bolger. He's been with The Young and the Restless for a very long time, over 2 decades, maybe almost 3. Yeah, I think almost 3. And he's just known Robert for so long. So they have that understanding. They have it all worked out.
Wow.
So Eric is a no-frills kind of guy. You know, he was actually in my chair today, and sometimes I'll give him a little shoulder massage before styling his hair. You know, just a mini one, loosen him up, get him ready for his day, and then smooth out his hair, and then he'll go to set.
Nice. How involved is the writer with hair and styling?
Sometimes
or the showrunner?
We do get notes about hair from writers, but it's not always the easiest to go with what the writers want, because keep in mind we're still working with what these actors like for themselves too, and also with each different director and each producer that's there for the day. So there's a lot of factors that come into play.
Okay, gotcha. And what is your interaction with the writer of an episode or a season or the showrunner?
Something new has just happened. Never in the history of The Young and the Restless have we had a so-called showrunner, right? Somebody who, and by showrunner, correct me if I'm wrong, but it means somebody who is the head writer and executive producer.
Right.
Holds both positions, right?
Right.
So now for the first time in YNR history, we have that, and his name is Mel Young. He became our executive producer last year and has just recently become our head writer. So now he's our showrunner, and I do interact with Mel.
What's a soap opera script like?
Tons of dialogue. Brand new dialogue every day.
Every single day.
Every single day. So I've never seen any other show work like this. We rehearse, set to tape, and then tape. That's it. Sometimes we go straight to tape. No rehearsal, no blocking. We go.
You want to move on?
Yeah.
Let's move on. So, in the introduction that everyone's heard, Huyen has 2 Emmys. She has won 2 Emmys. She forgot one of them. One of them's in her car that we're actually going to go back and do some PR photos.
I forgot my Emmy in the trunk.
In the trunk. Her Emmy right now, guys, is in the trunk.
One's at home on the piano. The fatter one's at home, the heavier one.
Whoa. What does the fatter one mean versus
The fatter one weighs 15 pounds.
Why is one fatter than the other?
I have no idea. The little Emmy, big Emmy weighs 15 pounds, and little Emmy weighs 10.
Are those their names?
Yes.
All right. So, what was it like? The whole shebang.
It was surreal. It was unexpected. It was thrilling, and it was amazing and exciting. Like, as much as I thought, it's okay if we don't win, it's just an award show, like, it's okay. Damn, did it feel good to win.
Wait, and your Emmys are in hairstyling?
Yes. Both of them are for outstanding hairstyling for a daytime drama series.
And how do you even get nominated for that? Like, what episodes did you submit?
So I know that one of them was for a Halloween episode 2 years ago. And I mean, we really did a lot of work on that. Almost the entire cast was there and in it at this big Halloween party. And continuity went for 4 days, 4 very long days. So we had to match looks for 4 entire days for entire cast. We have a very big cast. It was insane.
Like what? What are we talking? Like more than 20 people, you think?
More than 20. We were between 30 and 40 cast members at the time, not to mention the extras.
What does Emmy hair look like? And I'm talking personally. So you're at the Emmy. Like what? And how is it different than your regular hair?
You mean like red carpet hair?
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking about?
red carpet hair. Because you're at the Emmys. Because now I want to get in that world. I want to get in that environment.
Red carpet hair is grand. It's romantic. It's standout. But it has to also work with the outfit.
Hair has to work with the outfit.
Hair has to work with the outfit. Sometimes someone could be wearing an amazing dress, and if they don't have the right hair for it, it doesn't bring out the dress.
No, really?
Yeah, absolutely. So I always design the hairstyle for the actor, not the character, for the actor and the outfit. Yeah.
And what about your hair? So how did your Emmy hair match the dress? What was
my hair and my dress I wore? Well, I love old Hollywood hair.
What's that?
It's my favorite.
What's
It's
that?
like soft and classic and wavy and just sexy. Some body, but very clean as well. And the dress I wore was amazing. I can't remember the name of the designer at this time, but I got to borrow it from wardrobe. That's a little secret.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah, and I did a style that was like parted far right and over and in big waves. So this is a very classic look and timeless. That's how I like the hair for red carpet.
What was your speech?
My speech, I didn't make a speech at the Emmy Awards. My key stylist did.
Okay.
But if I had a speech, it probably would have started with, wow, if you asked me 5 years ago, I would have never thought I'd be here today.
Does one Emmy have more meaning than the other?
One I dedicated to my parents, the first one. So important, my parents, my families, and my friends. And it pretty much said, thank you, and I'm a badass hairstylist.
Yeah, you are.
Right? And I think the second one just confirmed it.
Boom. Mic drop. Mic drop. Like, really, that's don't do it with your Emmy, obviously, but honestly, kind of do it with your Emmy. Like, mic drop and see what happens.
Yeah, and I think that I couldn't have said that better. Can I share my news at
Please.
this time? Would that
Yes.
be a great time?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I've been with The Young and the Restless for 5 years now, and it's been an amazing journey. I've learned so much, and I've worked with a really amazing cast and especially crew. But just 2 days ago, I was offered an amazing job opportunity on a primetime network television show.
What?
So today was officially my last day with The Young and the Restless.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 2-time Emmy winner, 5 years with The Young and the Restless. Now, moving on to, are you allowed to name the show?
Yes, it's called LA to Vegas. It airs on Fox in 2018, just next year. And it stars Dylan McDermott. So watch out for him. And watch out for the hair.
Huyen Tran going from daytime to prime time. Thank you so much, Huyen.
Thank you, Monis.
Congratulations.
It's great to be
So
here.
proud and happy for you.
Thank you.
Cut to
Exterior. Interior.
Restaurant?
Bar. Club.
day.
Night.